Okay, today is June 8th, 2025. Orange Beginner's Corner at the 1682 desk. So I do have this hooked up. My other meters, this meter here has two fuses in it. They both check good. It's a lot of, you got to take a lot of stuff apart to get to the second fuse. And I forgot to look for this. There's got to be a wire wound resistor that's open. I didn't look for it. I'll take it apart another time. So what I got going on here, I still have this 22. This thing ain't hooked up. I got this 22. So what I got going on here, I have the 22 there. I have the 150K to ground. This is the unknown resistor, which is this. I have a 220K to ground, and this is right now is what? What did I do here? I've got a 10. Where is it? I think it's a 10 microfarad at 150 volts. Positive to ground. Here's my ground. I did some more ground work today. I got this to here. My neutrals from here to here. I put this in to here. I'm gonna plug my 64 in too. Going full Fletcher here. Okay, I have the speaker hooked up right there. There's the battery container for that radio. That one. Okay, I got the signal coming in to here, and then to the control grid back here. Hiding behind there is the 330K, which is I wrote 220K. That's 330K. I just wrote it wrong. Okay, that's my volume. My volume, it's measured like 490K or something, if I remember right. The 0.01 is this one. Okay, that 330K, I just wrote it wrong. I'm used to about 220K. So here, she comes right to here with a 220K to ground, which is right here. And that capacitor, which is a 10 at 150 volts, didn't write it down yet. That's that one. And there's the ground to there. It's all hooked up. I think I'm all hooked up. I'm hooked up. I got 100 milliamps. I think we read the bottom scale for 100 milliamps. Next step is 1,000, 10, and a 1. This thing has a relay, fast acting relay. This is a school one, one you'd use in school. Okay. I think I'm hooked up. This ain't hooked up. Oh, I just have to hook it up again. So this blue wire is this junction. So look at this. It has from the high voltage tab, what was it, like 300 volts. And then you got your 100K to here, your 47K to your ground. Here's the filter capacitor I have, positive that way, negative. The can is this way. My diode is pushing. I call it pushing because when I was young, I never had oscilloscope turn off, so just push. The negative is pushing towards the cathode to plate. This is coming off. This is a very cold joint, and so is this one. Is I think a better joint, but you know this is going to be soldered here, and this is a complete piece of wire to here. soldered on both sides. And then it carries on to here. Here it gets separated. I just cut it there. Then I put another piece in there and another piece in here. So we got a lot of grounds. We got to do more for RF stuff because I have just this wimpy thing going from ground. This is going to the tube shield thing or the socket, but this is a wimpy thing for RF. It's never gonna be any great. I'm trying not to bounce around like a basketball, but I'm using this for a magnifying glass, and wherever I have to look, this has to go. Apparently. I'm gonna plug this in. We got the radio on. I don't hear nothing. So I don't think I've used this since, so I think that's, I gotta go. No, we're on 80 meters, 40, 20. Yep. We're gonna hook the 6C4 up and blast it through there, hopefully. So I'm gonna set this down, go have a cigarette and a Coke. Okay, plugged in, see what happens. I had to quit smoking. I wish I could have a cigarette. Uh-oh, where the hell is that baby going? Holy shit, I didn't unplug this for a minute, see what the hell's not. Oh, I didn't have my, I disconnected from my 330K resistor, so I'm gonna write 330 instead of 220. I always screw shit up. I never say things correctly. Okay, let's see what happens. That amperage went way up. Went way up. Maybe I should have had a cigarette and a Coke. So this is 20 milliamps. Bottom scale. 20 milliamps. Now we're going to try this right here. I trust this now, but I'm not going to get a big AC shock. See if I can land my fingers down here. Where am I at? Am I? What is 20? So if I want to change the amperage, now if I want to change the amperage, I can take this thing here, I'm assuming. This ain't usually how I do this. I don't know why I did this so screwy. Usually I have a potentiometer and have my wiper here and adjust the negative voltage. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. It's just like insanity the way I'm doing it. I smell hot. Hot. I can't tell. So if I was to bring this up the other way, now this is going to draw more. Oh, I don't think I want to get to 4 amps. This is no signal, so I think you'd have to have a volt or half a volt or something, quarter of a volt, 250 millivolts or something to adjust it to, I would assume. She's hot. I know she's hot. She's hot. So I think that's pretty husky volume. Pretty husky. It's the bottom scale. Whoops. So that's 4 amps. 40 amps, milliamps. 40 milliamps. I probably should pull back on it. I'll put it down. It'd be, whoops. I'll put it about here. I'm going to keep it closer towards the 2, I think. 20 milliamps. Let's, oops. I want to keep it under 40. I touched this. This is not grounded. This is going to have a capacitor from here to here to separate you. Like I have here, the safety capacitor. I'm going to pause this, shut off this light, and have a cigarette and a Coke. Oh, I got to plug this in. I can't. Wish I could. I drink coffee now instead. See what happens. Uh-oh, what the hell now? What the hell? That dropped the voltage? So what's... Okay, I'm going to put this... So if I... This must drop the B+, and it's changing my amperage is going way high. So that means I'm going to have to either increase this, or this is, right now I have this at 0 ohms, I think. Unless there's some ohmage between there. I have it completely closed up. Well, if this is going to, voltage draw is going to do a lot with that. That's going to suck. Let me see. Wow. Well, what the hell? I don't hear it transmitting. What am I up to? I'm up to 70 milliamps. Wow. Well, this is going to have some more thinking going on here if I'm going to run. Oh, look at the 64 is red plating big time. Why? I don't know. That's hot. Well, probably, oh, this can't get that complicated. It needs a voltage regulator too. This got to be separated more and have a higher value electrolytic capacitor for the RF stuff. These are 82 or 83 microfarads. This one and this one. On both sides of this green resistor. That's only an 8 ohm resistor, or almost 9 ohms or something. It ain't very much. I just used it for a soldering connection. And that's basically what I did with this 47K. I put it to the diode to ground, basically to use it for a connection. I can increase that 47K and go to 56K. I don't want to, but I could. I got my connections all kind of nice here, I think, for half-assing it. I got this, is that a 100K? What is it? 100K, yeah, brown, black, yellow. I could increase that. I should watch it. This thing's on. But then I have over here, let's see, 20 milliamps. I have over here, I'll unplug it. First I'll check it again. Well, so it's using, excuse me, using this side for the preamp. This is audio output. This might be a stinker to keep it going. I don't know why the 64 red plated. It's just too much. I got to put a resistor in here. Now this is modulator. Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, maybe I can put like a 100K resistor in between here and there and drop the voltage there or something. I don't know what to do. This didn't really work with the high voltage. It works with 150 volts DC. Yeah. Now the 6C4 is red plating already. So this voltage, plate voltage, has to be dropped. This is way too much B plus voltage coming from the plate to running to the plate of this. But that's the modulator. This is not right. I should have. This transformer's producing way too much voltage to really do this thing. But I like the audio amplifier if nothing else. It's pretty decent. And I think my problem was when I got shocked from that input, I think the problem was this B plus, which was hanging around, touched that. That was not grounded at the time. And my 1 meg was touching that vertical post there, and I think it's still aluminum. Yeah, I don't think I changed that to plastic. These ones are plastic, but I don't have any more of those. I don't know. I don't have a Radio Shack anymore. I don't have anywhere to get those things, I don't think. But I had my needle nose on her and twisted a little more, and I moved that away. It's right close to that post still, but it ain't touching the 1 meg down there. 220K is the plate load. And then this is the signal coming through the 0.047 to someplace here, going into brown shielded cable to the center, coming out the end, because I wanted the potentiometer on the top of, I wanted the control grid on top of the potentiometer, not the wiper. So then that's here. Turn of events took place, and now that jumps to here. I got a 330K, 220K. I'm gonna disconnect this, I think. No, I can't use this for voltage. It draws too much. I'll hook up my digital to this and see what my control grid voltage is. And that looks like hell. So now I know what hell looks like. That's a 220K, I think. No, it ain't. 100K, 150K. It could be green. I don't know what the hell I got there. I can't see it. I'm gonna hook up and see what my voltage is here. Not that it matters when I'm doing this. So I'm at 20 milliamps. Good strong volume. Until I add this to it, it puts more of a strain. Oh, well, it makes sense because it's putting more of a strain on the plate. Well, that's not going through the tube though. I don't know. It's getting too complicated. And I need another resistor for draining to B+. If you don't have this tube in there, it takes a long time to drain down. The negative voltage, that drains down very quickly with the within reason with the 150K and the 220K. This is my potentiometer at the time. Figure out what that is, which it's gonna be crazy. It's crazy. I don't know if it's gonna work. Let's if I take like a big value resistor here and drop 100K resistor and drop this load here. That might solve all my problems. We'll try it. I can try it. Could try it, could probably solve the problems. I don't know. Well, that's it so far. This is coming off because I got that 10 right there. I still got to do the FM. I don't know if I will. I think the FM is going to be separate. I think it has to be. Yeah, too bad I couldn't add a 100. $120 to 150 volt AC there. Then I wouldn't have these issues. But, oh well. Live and learn. Okay, I will, I'll get this hooked up maybe. I don't know why. I'll just measure the value right now. It's changed. It was going to be about a 15K, but it's changed because I rearranged components. I still don't know what that is there. I think it is 150K. Yeah, that's green. This other one is 100K. The diode. Crappy solder job. Doesn't matter, it's a true copper wire going through there. And we got a secondary. That's basically just grounding the frame here. I'm going to take, I think from black, I'm going to put a 0.1 capacitor from black to this raggedy stuff. I didn't solder that yet either. And the speaker output is going to be isolated from all this BS. So I'm just going to cut this wire, drop 100K in between. I'm not even going to solder. I'm just going to cut it and put 100K there and then see what the diff is. Pause it out for my Coke and cigarette. Nothing but the best. We used to smoke these when we were kids. Our relatives in Chicago smoked these. Tastes like any other crap. Okay. That's back in the 60s. They're all dead now. Yeah, I have to put another resistor here. That's too high of a value, but I'm not going to remove that because it would be a disaster I'll just add another one downstream. So I took this, I cut this wire. This wire's green inside. So I put 150K there. I'm going to put the 6C4 in and see what happens. I'll plug it in. I don't have much time, so I'll pause it. Back on here. See what happens. Now what? Creeping up? What is change? No, I don't even have a tube in here. Let me see. This says. Oh, it's on 2. I was looking at this one. It's a 20. Okay. If I get too close to this, it wants to squeal. So I'll put the 6C4 in and see if I can get onto the 20 meters here. See what happens. Okay. Let's do a temperature check here. Like I say, I use this for a magnifying glass, plus my reading glasses. So when I touch this, it gets squealy. Okay, let's see if I can find that on this unit here. Let me see. Oh, I don't have an antenna. Pausing out here for a moment. Back on here. I have to get a dummy load here. Let me do a little tune. Well, I got too much gain here. But it's still modulating with that 150K. She quit red plating. We're at 20 milliamps. So that's coming out of there. I still need a 0.00 something from here to there eventually. I need better RF grounding connections. I gotta probably get something heavy right to that, wherever this is going, to the cathode of the 6C4. Carry on some more RF heavy wire. This is just bell wire. It's a heavy duty bell wire. Doorbell wire. That's how thick it is right there. So apparently I'm okay. I have to measure this and put a fixed resistor in there. So the 20 meters is working. I think I'm a little below 14 something. I can't read it through my reading glasses. It's a blur to me. I'm pulled back on the RF. I keep the automatic volume shut off so I have total control of the RF control there. I think I like it like that better. Again, I got a 10 microfarads here. And I'm out of time. I have a 22 here. This one is a 10 at 150 volts. I left the 220 ohm in. I did not bypass it. This is a 330K. It's staying. This is measured 480K. It's staying. That's that plate capacitor right there. It's staying. Everything's staying. This is 150K, I guess, and this is 100K. That's it. For a triode amplifier, I think it's got some balls. Six FM. I'll shut the light out here for 1 second. I'm out of time going without lights here. Okay, it does not look like it's red plating. Looks pretty cool. 6 FM7. This would be vertical output. This is vertical oscillator. They oscillate together, but okay. I think they're pretty cool tubes to work with. I think I'm going to try to do a push-pull or stereo single-ended like that. The only thing difference I made on the FM is I added this coil in here to get ready for my transmitting, and my wire diameter inside millimeters is 12 millimeters by 0.013 in the fractions. No, 0.0. I can't read it. 0.063 thousandths with my micrometer. This is millimeters, the inside diameter. I don't know the number wire. This is number 18 wire. This is going to quit. I'm done.